All right, Shalom. This is Gamali Allah out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. When I give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. It's a quick lesson. It's going to be entitled, What is Woke? And in recent news, well, I say in recent years, this has been a term that is pretty popularized in the media, woke. Nowadays you're hearing, people use it, and even now it's even adopted, new over time, certain words can adopt new meanings, or certain different movements are attaching themselves to the word, such as the LGBTQ movement, and it's kind of a oxymoron. It doesn't make sense for you to be woke, but you're LGBTQ. That's like backwards. That's really asleep. So anyway, I just want to just make a couple points. First off, let's get into this definition of woke on Wikipedia. All right, it says woke is an adjective derived from African American vernacular English. Now, number one, there's no such thing as an African American. I addressed this in a lot of my videos. The so-called African Americans that they labeled, or blacks is another term, are Israelites, all right, of the tribe of Judah, all right, and they're of the 12 prospective tribes, consisting of the Native Americans, Latinos, and also the blacks, so-called blacks. Now, it says is an adjective derived from African American English, meaning alert to racial prejudice and discrimination. All right, beginning in the 2010s, it came to encompass a broader awareness of social inequalities, such as sexism, and has also been used as a shorthand for American left ideas involving identity politics and social justice, such as the notion of white privilege and slavery reparations for African Americans. Now, I do remember when this first started, it was attached to, the so-called blacks. Okay, Judah was using this word a lot, and it was in terms of basically people, like I said, people that are aware of social inequalities and I guess systematic oppression. People that are aware of systematic oppression of minorities. That's the best way to describe it. But as you see, it's also became a political term, and it's now it's to the point where, like I said, other groups are now attaching themselves to this term. Now it says the phrase "stay woke" has history in AAVE as far back as the 1930s, in some contexts referring as the awareness of the social and political issues affecting African Americans. Let's see. Here's the point. The term emerged in the 2010s, and increasingly it meant not only racial consciousness, but also that of gender, as well as other discriminated identities, originally in the American context. Okay, so there you go. That's what I was saying, is now you have other discriminated identities, such as LGBTQ, even gender. Now they picked up this term woke, when in fact, really, that's not woke. Like I said, woke is something, woke is really a good thing. To be woke is a good thing. Okay, is because the opposite of woke is you're asleep. So that means you're unaware and you're ignorant to a lot of things. The so-called white man being the devil that he is, according to the Bible. You're ignorant to oppression. You're asleep. You're not aware of oppression and racism of this society. Now it says, during the 2014 Ferguson protest, the phrase was popularized by BLM, Black Lives Matter, activists seeking to raise awareness about police shootings of African Americans. All right. After seeing use on Black Twitter, the term woke was increasingly used by white people, often to signal their support for BLM, which some commentators have criticized as cultural appropriation. So anyway, now, this is what I want to get to, because now, and this is why I wanted to do this lesson, is because now, and I'm gonna get to the precepts in a minute, but this is why I want to do this, because you have what's called woke ads. Recently I saw, Budweiser. What else? There's a couple other. Oh, Jack Daniels. They have now had woke commercials. You see this right here? You got two men kissing. So now the LGBTQ has attached itself to woke, to being woke, when originally it was focused on oppression, man. The oppression of the minorities and Israelites. But see, that's the thing, is other movements try to look at this Listerine ad. This Listerine ad with, of course, you see the rainbow. They have a lot of trans. That's what the Budweiser thing was attached to, the whole woke thing. So now woke is like you're accepting, you're tolerant. You're tolerant of anything. You're tolerant. That's what woke means. You're tolerant of whatever. Whatever social discriminated group, which is far from actually being woke. Now, the term woke is actually in the scriptures, or the concept of being woke and asleep is in the scriptures. All right, because first of all, we as Israelites, we consider ourselves awake, because we're awake to, number one, who we are. We're awake to our nationality. We're awake to our enemy, which is the so-called white man. We're awake to the oppressions, that the things and the wicked deeds that the so-called white man has done. So we're aware of all these different things, man. And this is Proverbs 21, and matter of fact, let me start at 12. I like this one. It says, the righteous man wisely considereth the house of the wicked, but the Most High overthroweth the wicked for their wickedness. Okay. Verse 6, I'll jump down to 16 is what I wanted to get. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So somebody that's dead, somebody that's dead, they're a breathing human being, okay, but they're spiritually dead. They don't have any understanding, okay. You know, when the Lord gave Adam the breath of life, what does that mean? When he says he breathed into Adam, you know, people think that's literal breath. No, Adam was already breathing, a breathing human being prior to that point. But when it says he received the breath of life, that's when he got understanding. Okay, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right. But this is likened unto being dead is likened unto being asleep. Okay. You're not woke. You're unwoke. Okay. Now, when you read Ezekiel 37, it goes into the valley of the dry bones, which is another metaphor. The scriptures is metaphorical. So that's another metaphor likened unto someone being dead or dry. Let me see. Ezekiel 37:2, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. Okay, verse 4, I'm gonna jump down, I'm just jumping around. Verse 4 again, he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahawah unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. Okay, so this is likened unto the Israelites, all right, that were without knowledge and wisdom and understanding. All right, and the Lord, just like as I explained with Adam, all right, they put the breath in the Israelites, all right, and it says, ye shall live. All right, and that's where we're at today, where we have camps, you know, and men of understanding, men that understand prophecy and men that understand truth. Okay, we're living again. Okay, we're woke. We're the true woke ones. The only ones that are really woke are the elect. Everyone else is really asleep. Yeah, you may have some people that that know certain things. You know, they know about the oppressions of the so-called white man. You know, they know about you know, they know a little bit, but the only ones that are truly woke and fully in their right mind and understanding the world is the elect. Like I said, Amos 3:7, surely the Lord Yahawah will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Okay? Surely the Lord will do nothing but revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So the Lord is dealing with the elect. Okay? He tells the elect the mysteries of the scriptures. All right? Which the only way you can be woke, again, only way you can truly be woke is by understanding these scriptures, understanding prophecy, you know, where we're at, you know, the conditions of the world today and why we are here where we're at as Israelites, you know, being oppressed. Okay. Let's see. Let's get see if I can find it. I want to say it's in Isaiah. One moment, bear with me. Here it is. Isaiah 69. It says Romans 6 and 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but and understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Okay, make this heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. So this is basically talking about men being asleep. Okay, you know, their eyes being blind, so the scriptures oftentimes, when it talks about the Israelites being blind or dead, in some cases where it talks about being dead, it's not talking about literally being dead. Okay, or where it talks about being blind or not being able to see or hear, that's speaking figuratively, meaning the Israelites don't hear, they're hard-headed. Okay, all right, so that's the true definition of the word woke. Like I said before, the woke ones are the elect, but you have different groups in this modern day society that are trying to attach themselves to quote unquote being woke. There's nothing woke about a man being with a man or a woman being with a woman. There's nothing woke about that. All right. So, that's pretty much it. Or even a man, changing his identity and gender, or a woman, likewise. There's nothing woke about that. That's asleep. That's the furthest from being woke. These people are trying to attach themselves to that. And it's totally wrong. It's totally off. They're trying to make it as if it's a good thing. Being woke is, quote unquote woke is a good thing. But if that's what being woke includes, then that's terrible. You shouldn't be woke if that's the case. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.